Hello and welcome to my first ever Pokemon Red Randomise Nuzlocke. A bit of history about where my life with Pokemon came from was I always started with Pokemon Red, and I've been looking at the ideas of randomizers and Nuzlockes but never really got too far into any of them before. I thought we'll just give this a go, see if we can make a little series out of it and see if people enjoy me just going down memory lane of the Pokemon games that I enjoyed when I was young. I'm going to set this up just as a very basic start just to see where we are. What I've seen with some of these Nuzlockes that people do is they use their trainer code to pick the first Pokemon. I'm going to be doing that, I believe. That is one of the easier things for me to do, instead of having to pick one. So, I can't remember how to find the trainer code, which is great fun. I don't think you have one in the first game, do you? So, well, that's a good start. I got something wrong straight away. We know how Red starts. You just have to go to the grass and Professor Oak will drag you away to his office to see his balls, you know. So, let's see where this lovely professor will give us to start with. And we always know that the randomizers and Nuzlockes, the best part of it is always the encounters. The grinding is very boring, and I thought, well, we're going to try and just focus on a lot of just the encounter based stuff. What I have done is that every Pokemon will start with 4 moves. I think it's just because I want to make it a little bit easier for me on my first run through, as I haven't really played Red in a long time. So, we have either a Weeping Bell, be an okay starter I guess. Oh, a Charmander. Some things just don't randomise in this game, right? And a Psyduck. Oh god. Where do we start with this lot? I think we are going to have to go with the Weeping Bell. I know this seems like a weird choice if we're honest, but where I played Red, I believe you got Audition Red, not Bellsprout, so Weeping Bell's a Pokemon I've never really used before. So we're going to have to give it some form of nickname, so shall we just call it Bulba? Because that's what it would have been, right? And please say takes that one. I don't remember if this one's going to be randomised, but this should be an easier win if it isn't. But no, my luck, it will be. So, let's see what Gary got to start with. At least the Nuzlocke hasn't started until we get the balls, so it's a positive that we haven't managed to lose yet, even though Gary's probably going to beat us. But we'll see. Let's see. An Onyx, that's even better than a Psyduck. As long as I've got a grass move. Thank God we have Razor Leaf, so that should be alright. We should be able to finish this off pretty quickly. And there we go. Gary's going to be easy to start with, but I believe I've set it up so he gets random Pokemon each time. Oh great, that's something we need to pay attention to in this game. I forgot they don't do stage leveling. That's going great. We're less than 4 minutes in and my memory's already shot. Let's go and zip through the very beginning of this game where you have to do the random walking. I've also put it on catch 'em all mode, so I should have a good chance of getting every single Pokemon in this game. And also, as I said, I've made the impossible evolutions possible. So, for example, you could get a Golem or Alakazam through evolution this time around. Well, that's not a bad one to get here, a Psyduck, if that is going to be our encounter. Again, we have the sleep powder, so we've actually got something pretty good to handle catching, which is another positive. Items should be random, but I'm not sure. Don't think that one will be. But this journey's the one we all made so many times throughout the years if we played the original games. And yes, the game is a little bit slower than the more modern ones that give you the running boots. But let's face it, these were never going to be like the most groundbreaking when you look back. But what they did at the time was bring people together to play games and partners and friendships. And I just remember when I was at school, I used to play this game with one friend a lot, and we would play between blue and red, a bit of Pokemon Stadium to like put all the Pokemon on, and we had there's so many memories of it. And going back through the newer ones, I just never really got around to playing them, so I would like to probably try a randomizer on all of them. I swear that was the same bit of grass that side up was on. But I would always like to just come back and go through all the ones I never played properly. Like I never got past Ruby, so I pretty much skipped the whole DS era, which I feel a bit sad looking back at it, because Sword and Shield were the ones that pulled me back in because of the idea of the 3D concepts of catching the Pokemon. I just found that very interesting, because after years and years of walking through grass, you never got anything. So I'm gonna just try and work my way through them, see if people want to join the adventure. I want to try and keep these to about 10 to 15 minutes. As I mentioned, the idea of this one is just to get the beginning, couple of Pokemon, do the grind off camera before we get to Brock. Anything else that happens, we'll see how many I lose. We probably do a lot of the trainer battles on camera, so we might do like a Viridian Forest episode, but I want to just get these first couple of encounters and see how people feel about this series and where we could take it if we wanted to take it seriously, and watch me fail miserably at this game. Is this going to be yet another Psyduck? No, it's not. It's going to be something I'm going to run away from very fast, because it will probably kill me. That's scary if I was to bump into that one. Don't want no Rapidashes, and just like in Arceus, they're always haunting you. That bloody Alpha Rapidash that's just waiting there at the beginning of the game to ruin your days. We're just going to go for the 10 balls, because antidotes are very important in this game, and my maths has let me down. Can't get potions, that's why my maths has let me down, so I'm not too worried. That's going to make going through the forest a bit more difficult. So let's go and see what my encounter in Route 1 is going to be. It is going to be a dun 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 Psyduck. Oh no, not the Rapidash. Better send this thing straight to sleep, or we have to start all over again. Really, it woke up straight away. Do these things? That's better. Do I think anything's going to hurt it? I think it's an evolved Pokemon again, which is going to make this a little bit harder to catch. But we have to have a go. What's the worst that can happen, right? And, well, that's a good start. We have the first Pokemon, the Fire Horse Rapidash. So, what shall we call this one? Well, I feel we're doing a bit of a theme here, so we're going to call this one Char. Just Char. And that's the first member of the team, which I think is a good one to have. And it's a bit of type coverage, which again is massive for this game. We don't want to be stuck with just this Weeping Bell with only Razor Leaf at the moment. So let's go get the second encounter, and hopefully the third, and then we'll call it a day and leave the forest till next time. We'll do Gary before we go into the forest. Ooh, that's a nice little bonus with the randomizer. It's a waste because I don't want you to max potion on someone. But it's there, it's an option. So, here we are. What will we get here? We will get a Dragonite. Wow. We're getting all the big hitters early on. And the scary thing is this could have Dragon Rage. But I don't know what this game is like for Dragon Rage being early because I've randomised the moves. Because I'm an idiot that way. So we have a Dragonite, and, well, what shall we call the Dragonite? Shall we call him... what's that? What is that? So we're going to call him Pete. Pete. Just because it's one of my first ones, I have made the catch rates a little bit easier, but that's because I'm just a bit stupid when it comes to doing the actual battles. I will just throw anything out and hope for the best. I probably won't level up properly, and I am going to give myself the level caps per gym. So what do we get? For the third encounter we get a Magikarp. Well, it evolved into something good. That's the positive here, right? And I might actually have some other moves. Which will make a Magikarp very interesting to have early on in the game. But I could already have a completely stacked team before the first gym, which is very strange. Shall we call Magikarp Gold? So we'll just head back to the Pokestop and we're going to call it a day in this first video. I'd just like to see what you guys think of these videos. Is this going to be a good idea? Are you going to be interested in seeing much of what we get up to on these adventures? And most importantly, how many are going to die in each episode? Because as we said, all people want to do is watch people die in these games. So, I'd just like to say thank you for stopping by to watch, and hopefully, in the future, we'll be back with even more games and more journeys in this Nuzlocke. Thank you, and goodbye.